My name is Carolai Salazar.
My name is Andrew Davila.
Yo. Acedo Habanero.
Some new parishioners at the Church of the Messiah on Detroit's East Side. A March Sunday.
But I am ready to bring it. God is in the house.
Pastor Barry Randolph presiding.
We noticed an influx of Latinos in the community. Everybody in the community told them to come to the church. They came to the church. And of course, because they were immigrants, they were shipped here, it is believed, from Texas. It was kind of crazy. So we immediately jumped into action, making sure that they had the necessities of life.
A lot of them didn't have shoes when they came. It was dead winter. They didn't have boots. They didn't have socks. They were walking around in flip-flops, no coats. So we got right on that and started getting donations. I even got stuff from my home and reached out to a lot of other people to get stuff from their home to just bring it so they could have something that day.
Janine Spencer Gilbert leads the church program. She said more than 60 migrants originally from Venezuela have arrived since December. They've been placed in a shelter just down the street.
It's so funny, you always hear of Chicago, New York, you hear of these different places, and you don't necessarily think Detroit. And then lo and behold, it's Detroit.
At Church of Messiah, we made a pantry for, not just for the immigrants, but for people that are in total need.
The church's computer labs turned into a distribution center for other organizations that need help too.
Churches from all over, religious organizations, political leaders, activists, all got involved. So it's not just Church of the Messiah, it's a lot of groups who are really helping to make this happen.
While we are building this boat, we are also selling it. And you know that's difficult because we don't have the resources. So we've asked for people for donations, and donations start pouring in, but we still need more. So we use the phones to translate English to Spanish because none of us, I don't know how to speak Spanish, just a little bit, and that's how we communicate.
Bay Lavelle Marino and her family of 5 came from Caracas.
She said, I came from Venezuela 4 months ago with her family. She has a special needs son as well that needs help and assistance, who has been sick.
The church is helping place the children in schools.
Hello.
Buenas tardes.
And Maria here is my lead. In her country, she used to be a lab technician. Her and I, we work closely together. We are building, learning English and Spanish. I've challenged her to learn 5 words for me a week. I learn 5 words for them a week. Sometimes I'm a little more challenged.
Yeah.
The Church of the Messiah offers English classes too. Nancy Chin and Kim Hodge provide the instruction.
Singular y plural use. Muy simple, es muy simple.
The reasons these migrants left Venezuela, they say, economic hardship and political corruption. Hyperinflation and poverty led to outmigration. 7 million people, according to the United Nations, some coming to the U.S.
Si hablábamos mal del gobierno, éramos perseguidos.
Maria Rojas says the politicians caused the economic crisis, and when her son joined marches against the government, he was threatened with death. She and her family went to Peru. It was there, she says, unfortunately, her husband died.
Salimos hacia el Perú y allí lamentablemente mi esposo falleció.
He says we are a family of 3 members. Our trip was a little strong and hard. We passed through 8 countries to be able to get here. Thank God we achieved it. Were trips were nights and day, rain, snow, sun. But God, thank God we are here to try to fulfill each of our goals and dreams.
We're grateful that they wound up in our neighborhood because we know that we can make a difference. And then we also, too, what is it like to have to leave your home country, to go to another country, to try to live and be acclimatized into that society? That's got to be difficult.
So now a lot of them have just now received some of their paperwork, their IDs, so now they're able to work, but they don't have transportation. So they need bus passes. We also need more funding because every week by them living in a homeless shelter, they are not getting proper nutrition. So once a week on Sundays, we make sure that they get a full course meal.
We always think about the population decrease in Detroit, and we always think about how are the different ways that we can increase the population. Well, this might be one of the things, and it's one of the things we didn't ask for, but since they're here, and they need a better place, a better environment. Let's help make that happen.
We are ready to work and ready to help this city be completely restored. And we thank you for all the support you have given us in this moment. Oh, yeah!
Whether you're from Venezuela or from Vernon and Shane, you can come to Church of the Messiah. We're gonna make a better environment, so let's go.
Watch One Detroit, Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.